that we've handled all the taboo topics when it comes to money, we're going to teach you a little bit about rice. Believe it or not, there's a lot you don't know.
It's a crazy
You didn't like my segue. That's what you're saying.
I like rice.
Rice is one of the ancient grains that's a staple in virtually every kitchen. Here to help you build a better bowl of rice, home economist Mairlyn Smith. This is basically what I'm made of. I grew up on so much rice. Rice, 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 huge. So, so many different varieties, and we're going to have a little lesson right now.
We are, and this is like my wonderful part because I mean,
you love it.
As being a professional home economist, I live for these moments. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk ad nauseum. Anyway, okay, so it comes in different grades. So there's the white rice world, and then there's the whole grain rice world, and you know that's the one that has the most fiber, and that's the one that I usually eat. But all rice has B vitamins and minerals, and it's actually good for you. Very economical, easy to cook. Okay. Now, it comes in different sizes, all right? And size really matters when you're cooking with rice.
Okay.
Because if you use the wrong rice, it's like making an apple pie and going, gee, I don't have any apples, I'll use a banana. It's a fruit, but that's stupid, right? Okay, so let's just use the right ones. All right. So this is short grain rice. And this is long grain rice. And if you mix them up, you'll go to hell. Anyway, so short grain rice, this is either called, sometimes called sticky rice or Japanese sticky rice. Comes in lots of different names, but it's just short. When you stir it, it gets stickier, and it's really good if you're having it as a side. Okay,
I love it.
Now this is arborio, which is for risotto. Don't be making risotto with anything else but this, or I'll come to your house. Okay, so once again, beat you up. I'll beat you up with, I will, anyway. And then we have just regular long grain rice, okay? It's just whatever. But we have converted rice. Now, what they do with converted rice is they parboil it, and then that steam forces all the B vitamins into it, reduces the time of cooking, and it's a little bit more nutrient dense than white. Okay. And then we have fun ones, and this is basmati, and this is jasmine. Now, you can't really tell, but if you smell them, you would. And very aromatic, lovely to have with certain specific foods, okay? Nice. Now we go to my happy place, which is the whole grains. And once again, we have whole grain brown short rice. We have medium, because it comes in medium too. And it comes in long. Now, the difference between when you cook them is this is going to be stickier, the short. The long is going to be single grains, and the medium has got a little bit of both. Okay. So if you want to kind of mix it up. Basmati comes in brown. And they also have black rice. They also have a red rice too, but I couldn't find it. It's not as common to find. But
now,
black
does this
rice
have more nutrients in it?
Yes. Anything that's darker, the darker the color in food, the more nutrients it has. Okay. And then we have wild rice, which is not a rice at all.
It's not? What is that?
They're lying. It's a grass. And it grows in marshes, and we grow it a lot in Canada. So it kind of cooks like rice, but it's not a rice. So it is it's a grass.
Are there good nutrients and vitamins in there?
Big time. Big time. Because once again, if you look at the color in comparison, the darker the color, the better it's for you, right? It's not rice. Okay, now the only thing about rice that I just want to give a little shout out about this. And the reason is that a lot of people who are following a celiac diet, they can't have gluten, they're eating a lot of rice. And right now, we know that there's arsenic in rice. There's arsenic in a lot of other foods too, but it's the amount, okay? So the FDA recommends that you have rice between 2 to 3 times a week. That's fine. There shouldn't be any problems. But if you're having rice 3 times a day because you're living with celiac, remember there's other grains you can choose. You can choose oats that as long as they're not contaminated. Yes. When I say contaminated, I mean processed in a situation where there's other wheat. Right. So it'll say gluten-free oats or quinoa, but mix them up, and that's really, really important.
Always.
Okay. So
recycle different, rotate different foods in and different grains in.
You know, that's so important, and I get really sad when people eat the same thing every single day because you're missing out on so many nutrients. I mean, the same thing applied when people were eating 30,000 pounds of kale a month. You know, like nobody was meant to eat that much kale, right? No. Mix it up. Mix it up. Life should be variety. Like it's the spice of life.
It's better for your body.
It totally is. Okay. Now, to reduce, just a sidebar about the arsenic, the least amount of arsenic is in instant rice. And instant rice, they cook ahead of time. They totally cook it, and then they dehydrate it. And the most has it in brown. And I eat mostly brown. So this method for me is really helpful. This is how we're going to reduce the arsenic by 40 to 60%. Oh, good. And if you're going to eat it more often, this might be for you. So you need to soak it overnight, okay? So you soak it in a great big huge honking pot with a whole bunch of water, and then that's going to leach out, and that's good. And then you rinse it with one of these fine strainers until the water runs clean.
Okay.
And then you cook it again in between, they say 6 to 1 to 10 to 1. Water to rice, and you're going to cook it without, this would be boiling, let's all pretend that, and you just cook it for the amount of time it's going to take.
You're supposed to cook it for.
Because they're all different, right? So read the package. The trick, though, this is really neat, and a lot of people have been doing this for centuries. It's an ancient way of cooking rice. Is that it actually speeds up the cooking process.
Oh, it does?
So if I soak my brown rice overnight, instead of taking 30 to 40 minutes, it's going to take 15 to 20.
Oh.
So it's kind of a neat habit to get into anyway. So you cook
have to wash your rice anyways.
Thank you for bringing that up.
It doesn't matter what rice you're eating, it's got to be washed.
Any whole grain that you're going to cook whole needs to get washed. The wild rice, barley, spelt.
100%.
There's dust on it. There could be rocks. You know, there could be stuff in it. So just always rinse it out, okay? So now you can all know how to cook rice.
Yes.
And I'm so happy my work here is done. Okay. Now moving over here. Okay, so now we're going to talk about I'm really influenced by Japanese food.
Yes.
I don't know why. I want to get my DNA done. I think you know I'm Scottish, but I definitely don't think I have any Japanese in me.
There's some heritage in there
but
somewhere
in my DNA. I love the whole idea. I was raised in Vancouver too, and I was very influenced by Asian culture.
Yes.
And so I like to deconstruct because making a sushi roll is too much work.
Right. It's very precise. It feels very precise. You've got to roll everything, and it's amazing when you can make it at home, but that's work.
And I've done it, and it's lovely, but I'd rather go out for it. So I deconstructed the salad.
Okay.
So I deconstructed a sushi roll, like a maki sushi. So those are all the kinds of things in a maki sushi without the seaweed.
Right.
And you can put seaweed in this if you want. I decided not to because a lot of people go, ooh, but like at home, I would totally put seaweed in. Okay, so what I do is I cook a big pot of rice or barley or oats or something every week, once a week.
Some grain.
And I switch them up.
Yeah.
And then I've got it in the fridge ready to go. So I've already got my brown rice already cooked and ready to go.
How long is that going to last in your fridge, your rice?
Oh, this is an excellent question. Thank you for asking again. Oh my God, you're reading my mind. Oh, I love this. You're clairvoyant. Cooked rice. Now, if you haven't seen the back of your fridge for like, you know, 10 years, then about a day. But I mean, if you've got good air circulation, anything should stay between 2 to 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
But you can freeze cooked rice up to 6 months. And
Yes,
that's a cool thing. So you can,
yes, you can.
All right, so this all just gets put into the bowl. You can go to your site to get how to make the salad, but it's green onion, it's celery, it's diced carrots, it's diced red pepper.
All the good stuff.
I say to use a large cucumber, but these baby ones are in, oh, I love them. And then the salad dressing has got wasabi.
Oh, yes.
Wasabi!
Yes.
And, some natural rice vinegar, some soy sauce, and some water, and Bob's
You
your
just
uncle.
mix that up, and you've got a beautiful, fresh, deconstructed sushi salad.
That's what I should have called it.
Well, yeah, it works, right? That's what it is. Cityline.tv for this recipe. And thank you for the lesson, teacher.